You ever have one of those days where you sit down to study and 5 minutes in, your brain feels like mashed potatoes? You're staring at the screen, reading the same paragraph over and over again. You want to focus, you're trying, but your mind just won't cooperate. It's like your thoughts are buffering and you don't even know why. Now, we always hear things like, just study harder, or put your phone away, or get more sleep. And look, those things matter, but they're not always enough. Here's what no one ever teaches us in school. Your brain is trainable, just like your body. It doesn't just magically perform because you ask it to. It performs because you condition it to. And that's where brain workouts, what I like to call brain gym, come in. See, a lot of people think that the only way to get better at studying is by doing more of it. But some of the sharpest students out there, they spend just as much time building mental sharpness as they do reviewing content. They treat their brain like a muscle, warming it up, training it, stretching its limits. Not with textbooks, not with lectures, but with deliberate, focused mental reps. Think about athletes for a second. Before a big match, they don't just show up cold and hope for the best. They warm up. They do drills. They activate their muscles. And when it's go time, they perform better. Faster reflexes, clearer decisions, more control. Same thing applies to your mind. The best learners don't start their day with cramming. They start it with priming. Let me show you what that looks like. They do quick logic puzzles in the morning. They challenge their short-term memory by recalling their to-do list without checking it. They play matching games, do quick math drills, or spend 2 minutes trying to name as many objects as they can that start with the letter T. It's fun. It's light, but it's training. It gets the brain moving. It tells your mind, hey, we're getting ready to focus. Now I know what you're thinking. That sounds like a waste of time. How's a riddle going to help me pass chemistry? But this isn't about replacing your study time. It's about making your brain ready to absorb and recall information when you do sit down to study. There's a difference between trying to pour water into a frozen sponge and pouring it into one that's already warmed up and ready to soak. That's what Brain Gym does. And I'm not making this stuff up. Research from universities like MIT and Cambridge has shown that students who engage in daily cognitive stimulation, even just 5 to 10 minutes a day, show measurable improvements in comprehension, memory, and task switching. Their brains literally become faster and more efficient. And we're not talking months. Sometimes the results start showing up within 2 weeks. So how do you start? The best part is, you don't need any apps, subscriptions, or fancy programs. You already have everything you need. Your brain wants novelty. It wants challenge. It wants games. Try this. First thing in the morning, before checking your phone, name 10 animals in under 10 seconds. Sounds easy, but you'd be surprised. After lunch, do a 1-minute number pattern where you list out every third number starting from 7. Later in the day, pick a random object in your room and write 5 uses for it that aren't its actual purpose. Before bed, try to recall everything you did that day in reverse order, from night all the way back to when you woke up. These sound silly, but they fire up multiple regions of your brain. Language, logic, memory, focus, creativity. And that's the point. You're not just studying harder, you're sharpening the tool you use to study. Another powerful one? Reading aloud for 2 minutes. It forces your brain to process visual, auditory, and verbal information all at once. It's like a full-body workout, but for your mind. Here's one more underrated trick, shadow recall. After reading a page from your textbook, close it. Wait 30 seconds. Then without looking, try to explain it out loud like you're teaching it to someone else. You'll quickly figure out whether you actually understood it or just skimmed through. And if you want to take it even further, mix brain exercises with light physical movement. Do math drills while pacing. Review vocabulary while doing squats. Practice spelling words while bouncing a ball. It might look ridiculous, but the brain-body connection is real, and the cognitive benefits are huge. I've seen students who couldn't focus for more than 10 minutes become steady, high-retention learners in just a month of doing these daily routines. Not because they studied more, but because they started showing up with a brain that was ready to work. It's not magic, it's just consistency. And listen, none of this is supposed to replace real study sessions. You still need to review your material, take notes, solve problems. But when you combine that with a brain that's been trained to focus, adapt, and remember, you're working with a whole new level of power. Suddenly, you don't zone out mid-lecture. You don't go blank in the middle of your exam. You don't spend 2 hours trying to memorize something that should have taken 20 minutes. Because you're not forcing your brain to perform cold. You've warmed it up. You've kept it in shape. And now, it works with you instead of against you. Most students wait until things go wrong, low grades, burnout, panic, and then they scramble for a fix. But the smartest students, They train in advance, quietly, consistently, even when there's no test on the calendar. That's what makes the difference. So if you're serious about learning faster, remembering more, and building focus that doesn't crack under pressure, make Brain Gym a part of your day. Start with just one exercise, 1 minute. Then build from there. Make it fun. Keep it flexible. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to keep showing up. Because just like any muscle, your brain gets better when you use it. So the next time you sit down to study, don't just prepare your desk. Prepare your mind, and watch how much smoother everything becomes.